All right. So there was a woman on Facebook who was talking about her heart getting wounded because she's trying to change people, trying to help them, which is a kind thing, but the thing is, if it's bothering you that people are doing certain things, these are all emotion-backed demands of the ego. For a master, nothing can touch him. What everyone does is fine. He simply dwells in his vibe, in his vibe of love, and that affects everyone and everything around him. He offers this teaching. So, what you need to do to be free of wanting to change people, or to be free of what other people do affecting you, is to practice impartial self-observation along with meditating properly. The importance of impartial self-observation is that it really shows you, because you see it, what you're doing is watching what the thinking mind is doing, the false self, the ego, and you're looking at its real motivations. In doing so, you discover that the reason that you really want to change people is to get something that you want. So again, you have to be honest, and you have to watch and observe and be in the moment. Practice being in the moment. So what I do is I will cast out the line with a tidbit or two that's really sweet, and if they bite, I'll give them more. And when they stop showing interest, then that's it. So once you get to a certain point where you're just, I want to say, so in love with yourself, but you dwell so deeply, so freely, and so frequently in love, and you see that in others, and you just connect with that in them. You know the garbage that's there because you've already processed yours. And you know that they're asleep, and you can club them upside the head as many times as you want with all the proof you want of whatever it is you're trying to convince them of, and it just ain't happening. So by being and dwelling in this love energy, it transforms everything and everyone around you. You really see this when you can pull this off, when you can stay in or move into deep love within, and someone's really pissed off in your presence. 5-10 minutes, they won't be able to feel that way anymore. It's just impossible, providing you stay in that, because love does conquer all. It washes over everything, and it washes out darkness. So if you want to help someone move out of the darkness, just be in love, and when you're with them, your love will wash their darkness out of them in that while they are with you, and that will carry on for some time after they leave your presence. Also, on an unconscious level, when someone who is very spiritually evolved and is dwelling in this light and love, whenever another person looks at them, sees them, on a subconscious level, you see, their subconscious is wide awake always. The subconscious is going, and the person witnessing the master is going, whoa, he's a human like me, look at that. He's happy, he's really happy. So the subconscious is taking all that in, and no words really need to be spoken. So you are affecting that person on a subconscious level, and the seed is getting in there. And the more that you spend time with people who are asleep in this state, the more you hasten their awakening. So I think it's very simple. Forget about trying to change other people. I know the world is a mess. It's a mess for a reason. There's nothing wrong with suffering. We have to have suffering. It's the only way that we can grow, providing you process it properly. If people that are not processing it properly, the sleeping masses are just going through life perpetuating their suffering. When you process it properly by using the 3 solvents, you end it. You use suffering as a means to its own end, and this is very, very powerful. And it doesn't take too long when you start practicing properly to see this. So again, the key is, if you want this, you have to practice active and passive meditation. So you're practicing all day, every day. You have to practice the impartial self-observation. You have to really look at what this thing is doing, because during the day, you're asleep. You're in a trance-like state, and you're just you're not even processing. You're just running these thought programs all day, and you're not even awake and aware enough to look at the motives behind the things that you're thinking, and to see what you're thinking. So that's the importance of all 3 of these things: honesty, impartial self-observation, which goes hand in hand with practicing proper meditation, which is 3 solvents of suffering: detachment, awareness, and surrender. This is a practice. It's in my book if you want a copy. I'll be more than happy to send you a copy. David Raley at Juno.com. That's DAVIDRALEY at JUNO.com. Hit me up. I'll send you a copy of my book, which goes into more detail. Now, this is the next video I'm going to make here is how to practice meditation properly, because so many are not.